All right. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Merry Hacksmas. Just thought it might be a good idea to do kind of a final stream here before Saturday, before Christmas actually ends, or Advent, I guess technically ends, so we can actually get these done on time. And we have 4 challenges left, so I thought, why not? See if I can. Let's see. Can I pan the video down just a little bit, or tilt it down just a little bit, so I'm slightly more in frame? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Well then, let's get hacking. And I think maybe some classical tunes for today. As long as they last. All right. So, day 20, we're doing blue teaming. I believe this is about file hashes and looking for suspicious strings. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I forgot to correct my lighting. There we go. I'm pretty pale, so this makes me look slightly less pale. All right, so we've got the IP address, and we're going to actually do an RDP into a Windows machine for it. So I'll just copy this address, and we'll go to work. And the password is... Oh, actually... Yeah. So this is not about file hashes. This is a different challenge. So actually, for this one, we are going to SSH to it. So we'll copy the IP address and fire it off. And the password is... Oh man, this is too much. Let's go back to the lo-fi. Much better. Okay. So here we are. We have a command prompt, and this is just a regular old Windows command prompt. So we're going to get PowerShell going by running PowerShell here. And you can see we've got that PS that tells us that we're in PowerShell. So, we're using some commands to actually navigate through these challenges. So we're going to get child item, we're going to get hidden stuff. So get child item with path, and then filter, recurse, hidden is going to be kind of what we do here. And then get content, right, is to how we get the actual content of the files that we're dealing with. So the first thing we're going to do is it says search for the first hidden ELF file within the documents folder. All right, well, cd documents, and we're going to get child item, and then we're going to say hidden. So we've got this right here is e1f1 or elf1.txt. So we can type that out with type, which is kind of the old school. It's the Windows version of cat. But we'll do it the PowerShell way, right? We'll do get content with path e. Right, and it says all I want is my 2 front teeth. which is the answer to the first challenge here. What does elf1 want? He wants his 2 front teeth. And then it says search on the desktop for a hidden folder that contains the file for elf2. So we'll head over to the desktop and we'll do the same thing. We'll get child. It's kind of hard to see on this background, but that is the hidden option. All right, so there is a directory that's hidden. So we'll cd elf2, and there's some text in there. So we'll get content path. It says he wants the Scrooged movie. This is just about looking for hidden files on Windows. That's really what we're doing here. Okay. Then it says search for the Windows directory for a hidden folder that contains files for elf3. So this is where we're going to start using this stuff right here. Right. So we're going to do these files for elf3. We'll look at the hint here to see. It says use filter *3*, which we could have maybe guessed, but a little bit weird to do. So we're gonna cd, and we'll actually cd up a couple levels. Now we're gonna do get child item, and we're gonna say path is C Windows, and we're going to say hidden recurse, because we're going to go into each respective folder, and then we're going to say filter. We actually have this copied. Sorry, this is so hard to see on this background. We're going to do hidden recurse, and then filter with *3*, and that will give us hopefully something useful. So that was stupid. I forgot to do something really important in the command, which is error action silently continue. That stops those errors from showing up, because obviously as a regular old user, there's going to be a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to access in the Windows folder. Aha, see? Much better. So in Windows System 32, there is a hidden directory called elf3. So we're going to just go there, cd Windows System 32 and elf3. Okay, never mind. Oh, I guess is it just a file? No, it looked like it was a directory. I forgot to type 32. That would help. Boom. Okay. Now, what do we have in here? I can't do fun stuff like Linux stuff. Can I do ls-hidden? I can. ls, I think, is an alias for get child item. To help us Unix folks out. You see we've got these two files here. So how many words does the first file contain? This right here is going to help us out with get content and then measure object - word. So the first file is 85887. So we're going to get content path 85. Oh, wait a second. That's not the name of the file. I'm being stupid. It's 1.txt. All right, and then we don't want to type all that out. We're just going to pipe it to measure object dash word, which will give us the word count. And it's 9,999. So what two words are at index 551 and 6991? So the good news is with get content path, that becomes indexable. So what we can do is do this right here. So index, what was it, 551. Red, and then it's going to be, what was the other? 6991 was the other index. Writer. And that's how we PowerShell. It takes some getting used to if you're coming from a fully you know, Unix Linux command line background, which is really where I did most of my, where I cut my teeth on the command line. So PowerShell is a bit of an adjustment for me, especially because the fundamental philosophy is a little bit different. So in Unix, the idea is, including Linux and BSD and macOS, the input and output of every command line tool is intended to be text, right? Just plain text. But that is not the case in PowerShell. The idea with PowerShell is that it is object-oriented, so it's structured data. That can be really, really powerful, right? It gives you a lot of options with the data that you get back, and it gives you some more programming powers right on the shell, rather than having to do like weird parsing of strings that you sometimes have to do in Linux. But it does complicate the syntax sometimes. So just something that you got to keep in mind. Okay, now we have to search in the second file for the phrase from the previous question. And as I recall, this was a little bit tricky because we can do like RYDR is going to be pretty specific, so I would just search for that. So let's try this. We're gonna select string. There are two ways to do this. You can do find stir too. Select string path 2.txt and then pattern. We'll do writer. Okay, so I found it. So on line 515,704, it found Red Ryder BB gun. And then that's the answer to their final challenge here for this one, which is what does the elf want? A Red Ryder BB gun. Now, the other thing we could have done, right, is we could have done get content, just so you know both the commands, right? Get content path 2.txt, and then if we do find stir, let's do writer again. And we kill the system. That's cool. Really shouldn't have taken that long.
Come on.
Oh well. Well, we got it with get content. Let's get out of here. Let's kill day 20 and move on to day 21. This one will be RDP. If you're celebrating Christmas Eve and celebrating Christmas tomorrow, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. If you're not, I hope that you're getting maybe some time off, some time to rest. If you're in cybersecurity, I hope that the recent SolarWinds stuff isn't ruining any plans. We got lucky, but I know that not everyone else did. And regardless, it was still a crazy week, even if crazy couple weeks, even if you weren't one of the impacted organizations. Spent a lot of time explaining to leadership, exactly what exposure was, what happened. Double, triple, quadruple, quintuple checking that there were no indicators in our environment. Blue team's work is never done. All right, we've got our IP address for this guy. Let's go after it. So we're going to RDP in here and to Little Helper. Okay. We may have connected just a little too quickly before all the services were fully spun up, but it let us in anyway. All right. Oof, I don't know about this RDP session. We'll see if we can maybe kill it and restart it. Nope. Need the IP address if I'm going to do this. There we go. Little helper. Of 5 now. Can I connect? Cool. All right, we're going to terminate this thing and restart it. The Windows boxes on TryHackMe, not always the most stable. Let's take a look at the prompt here. One of the little helpers logged into his workstation only to realize that the database connector file has been replaced and he can't find the naughty list anymore. Furthermore, upon executing the database connector file, a taunting message was displayed hinting that the file was moved to another location. That's a little confusing. First, it tells you that the database connector file was... Oh, it was replaced, not moved. Or deleted. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be about alternate data streams and file hashing. And alternate data streams, it took me a while to get my head around what was going on with them. They're not always super well explained, although you see them in every bit of literature and every like certification exam that's out there. So it's about NTFS. It's something that NTFS can do, where essentially one file can have multiple representations, I guess is a good way of thinking about it. Where, you know, the primary data stream is the file as you know it, but there's you can also, under that same file location, save alternate data, and it won't look like it without using special tools, special techniques to take a look, but it's a common way of obscuring information, so it's something to keep in mind. Let's try this again. Perhaps I was once again too quick on the draw here. Okay. You gonna show me something? Maybe? There we go. Slowly but surely we're getting, you know, a draw on the screen. Okay. There's the recycle bin. Do I get anything else? Like a clock, maybe? There we go. Slowly, we're getting somewhere. All right. Well, now that we're here, what does it want us to do? So we're going to look for stuff in the documents folder. Okay, we can do that. First thing, I'm going to see if I can get this screen a little bit bigger. Risking potentially another really laggy redraw. Nope, that one did fine. I'm going to fire up PowerShell then. All right, that's seeming fairly responsive. All right, let's go over documents then. And let's ls. All right, there's this thing called db.exe, and there's db filehash.txt. So let's just get that file hash, the first one. And it tells us that it's whatever this is, right? 59669, blah, 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 blah. But then what we're going to do is we have get file hash and then algorithm MD5, which we usually don't like to use. We prefer SHA-256 because it's, you know, better crypto. But that's what we're using here. So get file hash algorithm MD5 of db.txt, or of db.exe. So the idea here is we're going to check to see if the saved file hash, the checksum, matches what the actual hash of the file is. If they don't match, then something was modified in the file, right? And sure enough, they do not match. So that's not great. And those are the two first questions here. Get those two hashes. And then using strings, what is the flag inside the executable? Now they've given us string 64 here. So I'm just gonna go C pools string 64 and against db.exe, and then I'm going to pipe it to findStir. THM. And sure enough, there's our flag. And I just guessed with that. That's the flag format that we've been using for these. And usually what we get for try hack me flags. If we didn't have that, we'd have to look for it a little bit more carefully. But that's what we had. And sure enough, that's our flag. Now, this is the next trick. What is the flag that is displayed when you run the database connector file? This is where alternate data streams come in. The first thing to do is let's just run the db.exe as is. And you'll see that, we have some trouble. And by trouble, I mean guess what? Your database connector file has been moved and you'll never find it. Great. Thanks so much. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw the flag flash anyway, but whatever. Now, so that's a problem, but let's take a look at perhaps there are alternate data streams on it. So we're going to do get item path, and then we're going to say stream everything. Give me every data stream attached to this thing. What is it? Get item? Get item, yep. Path, db.exe, and stream everything. Okay, what are we looking at? We have two data streams. This is one, this is another. So this is the default right here, where we see, this is where it is and the mainstream of data, right? Now, the next one is called HiDB. It's kind of interesting. And it's a little bit longer, you see. So what we might want to do is run this executable in the hidden data stream. How do we do that? We do it with this WMI call. So WMIC process call create, and then we're going to do what we're actually grabbing is we're using this to resolve the full path to the data stream. So here, you're going to replace this with db.exe. And the stream that we want is called hide.db, which we just learned. Okay, let's fire that up and see what happens. So it creates a new process. And notice that now we're getting the command prompt here, fires up, which is different than what happened before. And this thing should fire up and gives us our final flag. Who's on the nice list? Who's on the naughty list? Is there any difference? Weird. I wonder if those are just random names. Okay. Challenge completed. So yeah, alternate data streams are something to keep in mind, especially if you're investigating a Windows system. If you find anything suspicious, you might want to investigate alternate data streams. All right, let's knock that off. All right, and now we're going past the stuff that I've actually practiced, so this might get a little bit weird. Oh, good. Another Windows box. Okay. We must gain access to the password manager and decode values within the password manager using CyberChef. All right, well, let's just get CyberChef up. Since we know we're going to be using it. And let's deploy this guy. Now, let's see. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait until we get onto this machine to figure out how we're going to get access to the password storage. But that is the plan. All right, we've got ourselves an IP address. Let's go to work. Okay. Great password, thank you. Okay. What the hell? doing something weird like misspelling administrator? No. Okay. Now, that's interesting. I can just fire a PowerShell here. I guess we're going to head over into this folder. What in the hell? Okay. That's weird. I mean, just right off the bat, that's base 64 encoded, so I'm going to just fire that off here into my base 64 command line. The Grinch was here. Okay. Cute. Let's see if that's anything. Yee. Okay, it is. Is key pass on here? Or what's the deal? No. So it's just in this. Let's fire up keypass.exe and see what happens. Okay, we can enter the master password here, which is the Grinch was here. Okay, so we're in. We have a password called Haya. Since your passwords are now encoded, you will never get access to your systems. Okay. Well, let's copy the password and head over to CyberChef and see what we got. Just is nothing to see here. Cute. So, I'm going to keep reading the challenge. There we go. So the first question, what is the encoding method listing as the matching ops? Oh, This is actually for Big Wrench was here. Is it base 64? What is the decoded password value of the elf server? That's this here. Okay, so let's copy this. Password. Hextra step to decrypt. Cute. So it's probably going to be hex. So let's see. Yep, it's hex. Now we can click the magic button, probably. And it says from hex will produce snowman. So it's just encoded in hexadecimal. Nothing too crazy there. All right, now let's try mail. Hmm. That seems a little broken, doesn't it? Let's clean that up maybe in Vim first. Okay. Let's replace every semicolon with a space. Okay. And let's replace every ampersand pound sign with nothing. And then let's just get rid of that. Okay, so these are car codes. All right, they're character codes. Sorry, there's a fly in here. Now there's no longer a fly in here. Okay. From car code. Base 10, I think. Yep. All right, got that one. And decode the last encoded value. This is obviously going to be a bunch harder because that's how John does it. Oh, it's in the notes. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. Cute. Here's the thing. I don't need CyberChef for this. Oh, that's so funny. So it decoded to a script tag. just.github.com/heavenraiza. Cute. There's the flag. All right. There's a fun little lesson on password encoding. And also, not for nothing, but this right here, security through obscurity is not security. And encoding is not encryption. Day 23. Oh my god. Okay, a ransomware attack. McGeeger knows that the endpoints which are infected with malware don't have any backup copies, but luckily on his workstation he has backups enabled. Task: investigate the malware and restore the files to their original state. Oh, this is actually really important. We're talking about volume shadow copies. This is going to be interesting. So something that's going on right now with a lot of ransomware actors is that they're disabling volume shadows, shadow copying. That's like the first thing that they'll do when they get access, get a foothold on a system, because it prevents. If you disable that service, it makes it much harder to restore the system. Shadow copies, yeah, also known as snapshots. So we're looking at scheduled tasks. And VSS admin. Interesting. Okay. This is going to be new for me. I've never done anything like this before. I don't know why. The try hack me page is being so weird, but 10.10.51.95. Administrator again, and wait. Yeah, same thing. SN0 WF exclamation point AKBS 1 2 3. Wow, that loaded a lot faster. Oh wait, no it didn't. Or did it? Yeah, that's better. Oh boy. It's just like, what a sinking feeling to log into a system. It's the first thing you see is a ransom note. Yikes. Alright. Well, let's read it. Send me lots and lots of money to my Bitcoin address. Maybe I'll give you the key to decrypt. I don't know why you'd base 64 encode that, but they did. No more Best Festival Company. Cute. At times, ransomware changes the file extensions of the encrypted files. What is the file extension for each of the encrypted files? It's 6 letters long. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to guess it's .ransom. Nope. Grinch. Cute. Okay. Grinch. I gotta stop saying cute. Okay. Schedule tasks. This is one of those things where it might actually be easier to look at it in the GUI. And maybe that's why they actually put it on the taskbar, huh? Let's take a look at our active tasks here. What's this? Shadow volume copy. Okay, it's 7 and noon every day. Create shadow. Okay, so this is actually his backup. What is the name of the suspicious scheduled task? Do you give us any... One with a weird name and the other related to VSS. Okay. I'm looking for weird locations. Okay, apparently that's not suspicious. You know what? Why do I leave this there? Put it over there and not have it in my way. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is it. OPIDS, SFS, DF. SFSDF. Yeah. Suspicious because it was at system root. Suspicious because of the tasks. All right. Okay. So the location of the exe that's run is C users administrator desktop that. There's another scheduled task that's related to VSS. What is the shadow copy volume ID? All right, now we actually have to use this VSS admin to do something. We're going to do list volumes. And the one in question here is 7.9. Okay. So oh, right. So this is actually a GUI thing too. In the disk manager. There's shadow copies, right? See that? 7.9, 7A9. So what is it telling us to do? In order to see this partition, you must right-click the partition and select change drive letter and paths. Okay. Change drive letter and paths. Add. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Let's try this. As you can see, there's another volume, but you're unable to view it. Oh, wait a minute. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing here. um. Right-click the partition and select Change Drive Letter and Paths. Okay, well, the only place I can do that was here. Unless it was this. But it was actually C that had the hidden partition, right? I mean, I'll try to mount this. Yeah, pretty sure that ain't gonna work. Oh my god. I just needed to scroll down. Okay, well, that was dumb. Okay, we found the partition that they were talking about. Let's make that the Z drive. Yeah, unfortunately, the backup was what's the name of the hidden folder? Confidential. Previous versions. Yeah, let's restore it. Okay. Hey, look. Okay. So we didn't actually do anything with the shadow copies. Right? It was just, there was another hidden partition for backups. Okay, whatever. You're not going to get that lucky in an actual ransomware attack. All right, last one, friends. Time to go to work. This is the real deal. Last one. All right. Okay. Let's just fire this up and see what we can do with it. I want this to be a real challenge, so I don't want to read too much about this. It looks like, though, we're going to be doing some web application exploring. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Oh, are we doing container escalation? We are. This is going to be a fun one. Not going to tell us what it is yet. Well, we know we're going to run Rust scan. There it is. Okay, 80. And since it was talking about the MySQL client, I'll bet you anything that the other port that's open is 3306. This page is going very slow. It's just this page. I'm gonna close Ramina for whatever it's worth. No, just kidding. No, it's not. All sorts of stuff is running a little bit slow here. Might have to give this thing more cores. On. Okay, here we are. It's working a little bit better now. So, what ports are open? 80, 3306. No? Color me shocked. What do we have? We have 80 and 65,000. And they're both web servers. Looks like Light Cycle is our hidden fellow, though. What's the name of the hidden PHP page? Well, this is the part where we use Ferox Buster to do its thing. There's an API. It's good to know. Let's go see what's on the regular flavor. Let's just try hack me. Yeah, it is. This is like a real website. Not playing around with this one. Interesting. Well, we'll focus on 65,000 for now. Registration.exe.